The cab driver messed up and started going through the tunnel to Jersey. We were like to the cab driver, what are you doing? But he didn't speak English. He got lost. It was a whole big mess. I kind of want to do this whole thing over. Ooh. I am bored.
Good thing this isn't live.
I'm like, wow, this is boring. No one wants to hear how we went to Jersey. No one wants to hear how we didn't go to Jersey. All right, take two.
Shall we talk, or can't you see? This is where you wanna be.
Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Schall We Talk. It's me, Robyn. How are you? First, let me say thank you for all the birthday love. I just had the best birthday weekend. It started on Friday with just an outpour of love with you guys. And then actually it really started, Dr. Piano Man woke me up with like the sweetest birthday gift. He had written this book for me. It was just like so heartwarming and funny and touching. And then I was just showered with love with you guys all day. And then at night, my family and friends came over. It was absolutely perfect. So thank you so much. I also want to say thank you to everyone who joined Patreon this past week. It's just all very exciting to have this podcast up and running, having you guys watching and now having an extra platform. It's all wonderful. I feel really, really grateful to having you guys here. If you are watching on YouTube, make sure you hit the subscribe button, leave a nice comment, all the nice things. Same thing if you're listening on the apps, make sure you leave a 5-star review and all that. It really helps me. And just thank you for being here. And if you want to join Patreon, it is in the comment section, the link. We have 4 different tiers, so you can find something that works for you. Either way, I'm putting a lot of love into all of the tiers, and I'm excited for this next chapter. I do have some exciting news. We are going back on tour, the Robyn Schall Holiday Comedy Tour Extravaganza kicks off on December. I wrote it down. December 13th. December 13th, we are starting in Philly, and I'm so excited for this Philly show. It's at the City Winery. It's a matinee show. Jared Freed, who was a guest a couple of weeks ago, does matinee shows all the time and loves them. And I'm like, that sounds so fun because you're like doing brunch and mimosas while having the Robyn Schall comedy show in front of you. So that is going to kick off the tour in Philly. Then the next day on the 14th, we're going to DC and going to be doing the Robyn Schall, holiday extravaganza. It kicks off Hanukkah. I'm really, really excited. And then we have Orlando on January 7th, and then Key West on January 9th, and then Atlanta on January 15th. It's going to be a bunch of new jokes and new material, and I cannot wait. Atlanta, I'm so excited to go back. The first time I did Atlanta, when we put the ticket link up, there was a glitch, and I posted a porn site instead of tickets, and well, we sold out in 48 hours, so I'm hoping that opens again. Not the porn site, but the selling out. I'm very excited. Are you excited to go back on tour?
Very excited. I'm very, and I hope Atlanta, the link works this time.
Do you remember I blamed you?
You blamed me. You called me up that morning
I was
freaking out.
Livid. Because what happened was I posted the link at night, and then I woke up and first off, security gave me the link. I had said, hey, what's the link for the tickets? He gave it to me. I go to sleep. I wake up to a bunch of messages. Robyn, do you know you posted a porn site? Hey, Robyn, when I click this, porn pops up. Robyn, when I click this, porn popped up. And so I, logically, thought security gave me a porn site and like messed up or something. And you hung up. I said, what, you gonna, and you just hung up fast. And you said, no, Robyn, that's the link that you called me back. That's the link they gave us. And I said, well, then why is it happening? You're like, I don't know. So then I called my manager and agent, and they were like, hold on. And then what happened was this like comedy club, they didn't have like the setting on that like doesn't allow
pop-ups.
Pop-ups.
It was a pop-up because when I first did it, I have a pop-up blocker on my thing, on my computer, so it didn't come up.
Yeah.
But I went to another browser and it did. And yeah.
Oh, anyway, Atlanta, we can't wait to come back. So I'm just really excited to get back on tour. When I went to Spain and I did the stand-up in Spanish, I was like, oh my gosh, I miss stand-up so much. And I was like really itching to get back on the road. So I cannot wait. But we got to get this episode started because, oh my gosh, I love Emily so much. Emily Calandrelli, who is a brilliant scientist, engineer, author, 100th woman in space, is on today's episode. I sit down, we interview her, we do a science experiment. I was actually a fan first. I was following her on TikTok forever. She does fun science experiments and all of these things. And then last year on the goals list, we had do a science experiment with a celebrity and a bunch of people were tagging her. I don't remember if I reached out or she reached out, but then we collabed. She came over. We did this huge experiment in my living room and we became friends. And then this past year, I got to watch as she made her dreams come true and went to space and became the 100th woman in space. And I'm in awe of her. I think besides the fact that she's just so smart and brilliant, she's so funny and like just a joy to be around. I had so much fun interviewing her. But I wanted to do another science experiment. So before we sit down and do the interview, we are going to watch us set off rocket ships in my bedroom. I put tarps all around my bedroom. We took out the bed and literally set off rockets in my bedroom. So you're going to watch that. I have a shortened version of it up on Instagram. If you haven't already seen that, make sure you go watch, leave a nice comment, yada, yada, yada. But then this will be the extended version for you to really see the experiment explode. And then we will sit down with Emily Calandrelli. All right, so why don't you explain today's experiment?
So today we are making a paint can rocket. We are going to be using baking soda, which is a base, vinegar, which is an acid.
Obviously.
Yes, when you mix the two together, what happens?
Nothing good.
It makes bubbles.
Oh, bubbles. Okay, that's beautiful.
That's very gentle, very gentle carbon dioxide bubbles. Okay. Very cute, very fun, very
So
very
if
silly.
my landlord's watching, we're making bubbles
It's
today.
a bubbles experiment.
Not a rocket ship.
So then you can ask the question, what happens when you put that experiment inside a container and shut the lid?
Oh, we are making a rocket ship.
It's going to be an explosive, bubbly experiment.
Okay, so we're making a bomb.
Well,
No?
I wouldn't say that word.
Okay.
I wouldn't say that word.
Okay. You did tell me to buy this.
I did say get a mallet.
Okay.
Okay, so the first step
Wait, so we are making a rocket ship.
we are making a rocket
Okay.
ship. And then when we put it all in here, we're going to hammer on the lid nice and tight.
Yeah.
Flip it over.
Okay.
All of those bubbles are going to build and build and build and build and build, and the pressure
It's going to go
is going to build and build and build
Okay.
until the lid can't take the pressure anymore.
Yeah.
It's going to shoot off. All of that air is going to rush downward because of Newton's Newton's third law.
Gravity.
For every action, there's an equal and opposite
Cause.
reaction.
Yes.
With all that air rushing downward, you're going to have the rocket go upward. Yes! Yes!
Into my neighbor.
Into the neighbor's room.
Okay.
Yes, exactly. So first we want to add...
Wait, just a quick question.
Yes.
When we go off, what's our safety plan?
Well, this.
This, okay.
This
so
is
this
our
comes
safety
back
plan.
down
It will come back down
on our heads.
So the
okay,
safety.
we'll just go like
The
this.
safety plan is this.
Okay.
Okay, so we're gonna flip and then duck.
Okay.
Flip and then duck.
All right, and our only ingredients today are
Baking soda and vinegar.
that's it.
That's all we do. That's all we need. So 1 cup of baking soda, and then
Okay.
you're just gonna throw that in there.
Okay.
Go ahead. Here's some extra if you need it.
Is like the more the merrier, or no? Do the right amount.
Well, I think that if you do the right amount, it is better. It launches higher. Okay, so now this is
did you need a
our
cup,
vinegar. I'm just guessing on this one, but you need about a cup of vinegar. And so I'm going to nestle that very, very carefully on the inside of the can because
this stinks.
you do not want this. You do not want that to mix too early. And I'll let you carefully.
What do you want me to do?
So you kind of swirl it to get it all the way to the bottom. Make sure that you're creating kind of like a crater for the vinegar, and just so it doesn't spill when you're
Did I do that right?
Yeah, that looks perfect.
Okay.
Wonderful. You're a scientist already.
Thank you.
Now put your lid on. Perfect. Get your mallet and just do it as gently.
Oh, gentle.
Well, as gently as possible. So we're not shaking it up. Your nails are so pretty.
Oh, thank you.
I like them. I just got mine done too.
Oh, they're so pretty.
Yeah,
Oh my God, I love them.
Right? Thank you. Nail check.
Okay. This is not
And so
closing.
you kind of want to do, here, you got to put some oomph behind it.
Oh, jeez.
Like that.
Okay. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Really got to hammer it down. All right. Now, the one thing you want to do,
Yeah.
don't look over it just in case some of it has spilled and it
Yeah.
pops off.
Okay, yeah,
So
yeah.
you just want to make sure we're being very safe here.
Okay.
Now for mine. Now the trick here is you really want to make sure this is good and on, because if it opens prematurely, then all that air comes rushing out before you want it to, and it'll
Right.
get dead. That looks closed, right? That looks closed.
Oh.
Now,
So talk me through what we're going to do, and then let's do it.
then
Okay.
right now, all
Yeah.
we're going to do is flip it
Oh,
over.
we don't even shake?
We don't shake.
Flip and
Flip
take
it over,
cover.
take cover.
Okay.
Flip, take cover.
Okay.
You ready?
Are you ready? So we do
Well-
3, 2, 1.
3. Are you
Two-
ready?
Yeah.
I'm so nervous. Okay. All right.
Okay.
You call it.
All right. 3, 2, 1, go!
That was so much scarier
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh. Round,
Round 2.
Okay.
Here we go. Like a little bit less ingredients this time, so we're just gonna
Eyeball it. That's what we love here.
Just gonna eyeball it. Is that like this, like the same?
Yeah, and I have like little crumbs
Oh,
left.
perfect. Yeah, just add the
Okay.
crumbs.
All right, this
Okay.
may or may not work.
Perfect.
Okay. All right.
All right, this will be an experiment. We'll just add as much vinegar as we possibly can. Let's see.
Are your goggles fogged?
Oh no. Oh no.
Okay.
Oh no. Wait. Let's
Oh.
see. I'm gonna try to add. This is like used vinegar, but it will.
Should I
still
see if I
probably-
have vinegar in the...
If you have more.
Okay, let me see. Hold on. I'll be right back. We're gonna hit Dr. Piano Man's stash in the kitchen.
The laboratory. Oh, I've never used apple cider vinegar. I bet it would work. I bet it would work.
All right, I'm coming back here.
Welcome back.
It all just falls down on us. Okay,
Okay. Apple cider. Yeah. Perfect.
Okay.
This is perfect.
great.
Okay, back in action.
Back in action. Here we go.
Oh yeah. Okay, can use a lot there.
All right, we are doing round 2 of our rocket making indoor experiment.
Yes.
Can Robyn get kicked out of her new apartment? Is our hypothesis.
Your boyfriend is going to be so mad at me.
Oh, no, he's jealous that he's not
He's
here.
jealous. Okay,
He's a
good,
scientist
good.
first.
He was hoping that if he got kicked out of the apartment, it'd be because of his science.
Right. But he understands we're both up for a Nobel Science Prize.
Sure.
Physics prize. Is
Okay,
this physics?
amazing. Great.
Is this
Sure.
considered physics?
There are physics involved, yeah.
Yeah. Hold on.
Yeah.
This little center.
Okay.
All right.
Ready?
Oh, jeez. Okay, that looks great.
I'm gonna smash my fingers. Okay. It's so hard because you don't know when it's perfectly closed. Okay.
That looks good.
Yep.
You want me to try?
You want to try?
Yeah, let me do 1 or 2.
Give it a whack.
All right, I'm going in.
Hold it while you can do it.
Oh, okay.
It's gonna launch out of
Okay.
Okay, let's get a few more good whacks in.
All right.
Okay, they're gonna be like, what's the construction going on up there? Okay.
Okay. Round 2 of rocket launching. 3, 2, 1.
Wait, did that one go? Did that one go?
Oh my god. Man down. camera.
It was like, we're done. We're done with this.
Wow.
We did it.
Science. Science. Emily, what did we learn today?
We learned that apple cider vinegar smells worse
Yes.
than regular vinegar. And also, more vinegar, bigger explosion.
Yes. Also, just because a rocket doesn't go off right away doesn't mean you should think you're in the clear.
We're done. Oh, it didn't work. Oh, it already launched. None of those things.
Okay. Lovely doing science with you.
Thank you for doing this with me yet again.
Okay, that was so fun. That was so fun.
I am still picking out baking soda from my hair. It's been a crazy day.
Every time you come here, an adventure happens. Well, actually, every time you come here, good things happen too. The last time you were here, your book went to #1.
That's true.
On the New York Times.
Yep, that was pretty cool.
And the second time I saw you, you got the news you were going to go to space.
Yeah, that's right. I don't know what's happening this time.
I don't know.
But maybe the good news will come afterwards.
Yes, and then let us know. Or maybe it's happening right now. Your
That's true. I don't even know.
We don't know.
Yeah.
But okay, wait. Speaking of, so the last time I saw Emily, we met for coffee.
Yeah.
And she was like, "Don't tell anyone I'm going to space." And I was like, "Don't tell me secrets."
I will tell everyone.
I didn't tell us all. I can keep a secret.
It's okay.
Can we start off? I have so many questions.
Yes.
Wait, do you love my shirt?
I love your shirt.
A fan brought it to a comedy show.
So
astronaut
good.
meets, because I went to NASA. Did I tell you this?
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
I knew
yeah.
that. I did know that.
So they know I love space.
You
so.
have the experience.
And by the way, we watched, like on my Insta stories, you take off
Oh,
and you land and
thank
jump in
you.
your husband's arms. Wait, okay, stop. I have so much to start. I have
Rewind.
so much to add. First off, was the training harder than you thought, or no?
No, I mean that's the beauty of this. It's a fully autonomous rocket. It flies itself.
Wow.
Like there are no pilots on board.
Yeah.
There's 2.5 days of training. You literally just train for what you expect a normal, or in rocket speak, a nominal mission to look like, so that you don't freak out with like the bumps and the noises. And then you train for emergency scenarios.
Okay.
So for me, there's 6 seats. I sat in one of the 2 sort of like exit row seats.
Okay.
On the capsule that was right near the capsule door.
You know what I just thought about with the emergency exit? Like, you know
Yeah.
how when you go on a flight, they're like, "Do you confirm you'll help people off the plane?"
Yeah.
Did you have to do that?
They were like, "Can you reach the button that you need to press if there's a fire?" Yes. Okay, you're good to go.
Wait, so what happens if there's a fire? You push a
You
button.
push a button and like a fire suppression system begins. It basically like snuffs out the fire. Then you have to put a mask on. My mask has a longer tube that gives me oxygen and air so that I can reach the capsule door and open it for everybody else in case we need to emergency egress, which is just like a fancy word for exit.
Wait,
Get out
so if you're
quickly.
in the air, do you have a parachute?
Nope, no. If we're on the way up and there's an emergency, which is the most likely time there would be an emergency, because that's where all of the explodey bits are still attached to you.
Like our science experiment?
Yes, like the science experiment, but just like, I don't know, a billion times bigger than that. And
They didn't use apple vinegar.
they did not use apple cider vinegar, to my knowledge. But there's a motor inside the capsule where we are, and it's an escape motor. So if there was anything that happened, like the rocket was like bending a little bit too far this way, and they were like, uh-oh, what's happening? The escape motor would ignite, and it would eject us away from the bottom part of the rocket. Oh, it would be very violent. You'd feel like 15 G-forces.
That's what I was about to say. That sounds so fun, but violent is probably the right
violent,
answer.
like awful.
Yeah.
It would feel awful, but you would survive because you'd be away from the explosion. So that's what would happen on the way up.
So because of all these safety measures, did you feel pretty safe, or were you?
Both. I only rode on this rocket because this was the rocket that I felt the safest in. There was no other rocket that I was going to be flying in because they had all these safety measures in place. But also on my way, like I will never forget walking across the bridge to get into the capsule. My heart was just, I've never been more scared in my life for literally anything. And it was so weird that I remember thinking like, I can't believe I'm able to move my feet in front of each other right now.
Isn't it amazing?
I'm so paralyzed by fear right now, and my body's still moving. I can't believe I'm still moving. Good for me.
There's been some things like I've done that were like kind of scary-ish.
Yes.
Like, so I'm a little bit of an adrenaline junkie. Like, I bungee jumped off the highest bungee jump in the world. I've gone skydiving 5 times. Oh, I went scuba diving. Like,
Yes.
I got certified for scuba diving. To get certified for scuba diving, they put you 20 feet
I'm
underwater.
certified. I know.
Oh, yeah.
It's awful.
Yeah, and then they, like, take off your goggles. They unplug. They put you in all of these, like, really dangerous situations to see if you can save yourself.
You're basically a Navy SEAL.
Pretty much. And I was just like, but I remember just being like, I'm terrified, but we're gonna do it because
Yes.
there's no, like, we're not turning around.
There's no other option here.
So there's this moment that I always think about when you are in the rocket ship and you're looking down at Earth and you're like, oh my God, there she is. And you've compared it to like giving birth, this like really like emotional. Can you talk us through what you were feeling at that moment, what you saw, and then like what you were feeling?
Oh my God. So it's a combination of like, I'm still terrified. Like I did a physical crazy thing, and so my body is like rushing on adrenaline. And 2, like you're floating and you're seeing this new thing. Like I've never seen anything like it. It's like seeing the Grand Canyon for the first time, but like a million times bigger.
Right.
And so my eyes are like trying to understand the scale. Like the pure scale of it was the most overwhelming because you've never seen anything that large in your life with your own eyes. And so the scale was overwhelming. There was new contrast and details and colors that I'd never seen before. The atmosphere, like the blue atmosphere, it was like neon. It was like glowing. It was so crazy. And I could only compare it to giving birth to a child, because when you have a kid, you know the kid, you love it, but you've never seen them before, and like you've seen pictures of them because you have these ultrasounds, but then it's not until you give birth and you're holding them in your hands and you're just like, this is my baby, like I know you, I love you, it's also a very physical experience that you're so terrified of. And so that just felt so similar, because when I looked at the planet, I was like, I know you, I love you, I've seen pictures of you before, but this is the first time I'm meeting you with my own eyes. And it was like that wonder, that absolute pure wonder that I've only ever felt by literally creating life myself.
It's also like unbelievable to think that you are the 100th woman to have that view.
Yeah.
Like that's like out of all of time that humans have been around that we know of, there may have been, maybe not, I don't know. But
that would be pretty crazy if like ancient humans had a space program that we didn't know about.
I mean, like maybe. I tried to pitch this to my boyfriend because I was like, what do you think about an idea that aliens came and built the pyramids? And he's like, no. And then I said, why not? He's like, people like have been around for a long time and they didn't have much to do back then except math and build. It is just crazy that, as far as we know, you were the 100th woman to have that view. That's such a small number that you get to share that view
crazy.
with.
Like there have been 100 billion humans alive on this planet, and out of 100 billion humans, only 700 some have ever seen the view from that perspective. And that was the part that felt so special, because I was like, what a privilege. It is
really is
to be able to see this myself, and like now I get to be one of the storytellers.
Yeah,
like, what a cool privilege that is.
There was so much like weird. There was so much backlash like following yours when they started sending celebrities, and I remember being like, "Wait, I want to go." Like, like why?
You're like, are you guys gonna hate me if I go?
Yeah, like why can only scientists go? Like, I hope there's a day when like anyone could get to experience that, because I remember watching you specifically and like your reaction, and I was like, and I love science and space, and
you would love.
And I
this.
just and like going for like a short. Like I don't want to go for a month. No. I want to go up, see it, experience, and get my tushy back down here. I'm just so in awe that you did it. I think it's so cool. The one thing that I was disappointed with was men. We were talking about periods before we started recording, and my brother, security, was like, "Oh, when you guys are done talking about periods, like we could start." And we're like, "Well, maybe we're never going to be done talking about our period."
We'll tell you when we're done.
We'll tell you.
No, it syncs up with my menstrual cycle. I swear, like I have a ragey part of my cycle where I'm like, this is when I'm going to bat online, and then afterwards I'm like, I cannot be bothered.
Are you guys done talking about menstrual cycles?
Yeah, we were actually talking about women's rights.
We'll tell you when we're done talking about menstrual cycles.
for people, I'm sure a lot don't know, but you had this like most beautiful experience.
Yeah.
I saw it. I was so touched. And then following, men were clipping your reaction and sexualizing it online. And the comment section was disgusting.
Yeah.
And it was just like, it was so heartbreaking because like it was such a beautiful moment that was like kind of being taken. Could you tell people about it?
Yeah, and it's so funny. I felt so naive because Blue showed us the footage that they were going to share to get our permission to share it.
Yeah.
Like, we gave them full permission to share it. And I just saw my reaction and I teared up because I was like, that is exactly that captured exactly how I was feeling.
Yeah.
I was like really emotional and I like couldn't believe it. And there's like that fear. So my voice is shaking a little bit. So you get that
When
adrenaline.
I saw it, I got emotional, like seeing your reaction.
And it's through the lens with which you hear it.
Yeah.
And so for me, like I didn't even imagine it in any other way. But of course, like that's the first thing that often men will imagine.
Mm-hmm.
And so they just tore it down, and it was so obnoxious because I was like, man, can I just ever have like the parade after the Super Bowl? I just achieved my dream in my life, and I just want to like go home and celebrate that I did it.
Yeah.
And on the plane, I'm like looking through all of these comments. It was just like dozens and dozens, end after end after end after end, to meet people tagging me in all of these videos. And I just started crying, and it was so frustrating. So I was like, I should be so happy right now. But the thing that was the best was, one, it was like my space sisters, my other girls who have gone to space. They were like my first go-to text that made me feel like so validated. They're like, that's what we sounded like too. They just didn't show the video. They're like, that's a normal reaction to literally seeing the planet, being one of the first 100 women in space to see that. That's the normal reaction. And then one of the Southwest flight attendants, who I'd never met in my life, she just saw me, like knew me from the internet. She passed me a note and it said, "Don't let anyone else dull your shine." And it was like the sweetest thing and exactly what I needed, because my husband was trying to comfort me and I was just like, get out of here. You don't understand. You're like, you're a 6'5" big burly man.
Yeah.
You don't understand how it feels to be sexualized.
When you did such a big an accomplishment. Like that shouldn't have even, first of all, I'm so sorry that even you had, even in the big grand scheme of things, that's such a small thing. I'm bringing it up because we have such a big female audience, and I know I can't tell you how many times I get off stage as a comic and people go, I usually don't find women funny, but I found you funny.
Like,
and I'm
some comments you can keep to yourself.
Yeah, exactly. Or one time I had the comic before me. This is before like I had a name or anything. And I was the only, usually back in the day, I was the only female on the lineup. Yeah. And he goes, this next comic. Now, I had like 3 TV credits at the time. Nothing. Our next comic has a vagina. Let's bring it up.
Let's lead with that.
Yeah, and I just like, so I think people understand like the frustration when you have such a big accomplishment, and it's like,
it's like, it's one of the easiest cards to play when you have no power in the situation, because all of the men online were like, I just need to remind you that at the end of the day, you're a girl and I'm a man, and I need you to know that no matter how high you go.
I would like to do a correction though. They are a man and you are an astronaut.
And from that perspective, they were the smallest men.
Yes, because from where you were, you're so tiny.
Tiny.
And it's so funny because I'm on eye level with them, and they're still not all men. There are plenty of good ones.
Not all men. Hashtag.
Speaking of your husband, when you came off that rocket ship and you jumped into his arms, it went from like one of the more like, because I watched you as like this badass scientist woman, like in the sky.
I had no idea we were being filmed, by the way.
And then you came and you jumped in an arm, and you like, I was like, this is the most beautiful love story. You like pulled on all of our hearts in like 20 different directions. It was such a magical. It was such a magical thing to watch.
I was so happy that I didn't die, because the whole months leading up to it, I was so stressed. I was like, am I being selfish? No, I'm going after this dream. I shouldn't give up my dreams now that I'm a mom and I'm a wife. Like, I should still go after my dreams, even if they're dangerous. And like, I was just felt that tug. And
I would argue say it's the opposite of selfish, because you have a daughter, and you're showing your daughter you can do anything. Like, I think that's so important to see what a great role model, and that you could be scared and that you could have a family and still accomplish your dream. Like,
Yeah.
it's the opposite of selfish. It's, I think, a great role model,
Thank
not just for
you.
your daughter, but for everyone, you know?
Yeah, thank you. It was very fun. I like them being there for the launch, and then they went into the capsule afterwards to like do the training that I did.
Oh, cute.
And so they are under the impression that when they turn 18, we are going to space together as a family.
And maybe.
And it's totally like that's just like a normal.
Remember,
it's
that's
not
my
a dream.
hope that it could happen.
Like I love that they're going to have different dreams because that's not a dream. That's a plan.
Yeah.
Like that's an expectation for their life that will happen. And so it's just, for me, I'm like, that's so cool that is a normalized thing now.
Oh, I love it. I love it. All right. So now you have Emily's Wonder Lab was on Netflix.
Yes.
And then you do Emily's Science Lab on YouTube.
Yeah, so here's what happened. Emily's Wonder Lab got canceled.
Right.
And I was like, what do I do with all of these ideas? I had 100 science experiment ideas for 9 more seasons of Emily's Wonder Lab. And I waited for a while for them to change their mind, and then I got tired of waiting. And so I put them all into books, the Stay Curious and Keep Exploring book series.
Right.
That's the one that ended up becoming a #1 New York Times bestseller, which I was really excited about. And then I used all the money I made from the books to make my own series, Emily's Science Lab, which is on YouTube.
Which is, I mean, like, you know, it's so funny because, I mean, they've been following along, but we just started this podcast, and I kind of was sick of waiting. I keep telling people would always go, what do you want to do?
Yeah.
I want a daytime talk show. I want a talk show. I want a talk show. And I was like, wait, what am I waiting for? Like,
Just do it.
Just do it myself. It's kind of like your point. It's like you gave them a chance to bring you back,
Yeah.
and then it's like, no, you'll do it yourself. And what do you, give me the pluses and minuses about doing produced television versus producing your own show for YouTube?
Oh well, all of the pluses are with television, if you can get it, because they have the budget,
Right.
They have the team,
Right.
You're working with many different people, and you're creating like a very creative project.
Not just your
with-
brother in the corner under a bookshelf.
Well, that is one way to do it. It's definitely one way to do it. But yeah, so Emily Science Lab, bare bones. I filmed 100 videos in 10 days.
Wow.
In 10 days. And it was the hardest thing I've ever done. But it's because I had a very low budget.
Right.
But with Netflix, like we had a wonderful budget. 10 kids were on the show. Like that was where the real magic was.
Yeah.
But we work up to that. But when it's your own, like you call the shots. You get to
Right.
decide what goes in. Sometimes there'd be pushback about what science to include, if it was too sciencey or not. Like I get to decide what goes in.
Yeah. I mean, I guess like the true goal is when the TV show is successful enough, then you get to be the boss again, but
Yes.
with the budget.
That's exactly it.
What's something that's like, people wouldn't realize when you press end, you're like, this was not fun.
Oh my gosh. Well, sometimes the experiment does not go the way that you planned for it to go. And there have been times where I've been live and I've been doing a science experiment that I told a producer how to set up and they set it up wrong. And so when everything's live, I just have to deal with it. And I was like, I told you guys exactly how much like baking soda, exactly how much soap to put in this, and now the bubbles aren't working. How do I save this?
Yeah.
I'm like, well, let me just, is there soap in the house? Okay, they bring in that soap, and I'm like, keep the energy high, let's just fix this in real time, and like, it's so stressful.
Yeah.
And so I think anytime you're working with anything live, science experiments don't always go exactly as planned.
Yeah.
And it feels so stressful because like you're in charge of that.
Right. Same thing with stand-up. Like sometimes I show, because remember, every time I do a show, I'm in a new venue. Every freaking show. And every time I show up, some places are amazing because, you know, I always say, like, we need this sound booth for my brother because he does the videos, da-da-da. And a lot of times it's great. And sometimes you show up and they have nothing. Or you'll tell them, like, what you need mid-show and they're not listening. And I did one show where I said I needed screens because I show videos. And, like, the day before, my brother looks at the theater and was like, Robyn, they don't have screens. So I call my agent and I'm like, they don't have screens. So they called and then they forgot. So they had said that they would have screens. So they had gone to like PC Richards or somewhere and like bought a TV and was going to plan on returning it. I show up. They just put it on a round stool. It was I'm like, this is going to fall. No, it's fine. The stage was smaller than where we're sitting right now. I said, this is crazy. Halfway through, what happens? The TV falls, breaks, and we can't show the everything. I had a smile. In my head, I was livid.
Yes, you're like,
we can't show the last 3 videos.
I literally told you.
Yeah, and then we can't show the last 3 videos. I'm going to have to
make
improv,
up
like,
something on
15
the
minutes.
Yeah.
You know, but so I get it, but you just have to keep smiling because you still
just have
have
to
to put on a
show
great
on.
show.
And honestly, sometimes I've learned that the performance that people walk away from, it's all about confidence and energy.
Yeah.
Confidence and energy. Like, as long as you exude that, they will leave being like, that was so fun.
Right.
That was really great. We like her.
So I do this thing where I tell my followers to write into my website with any like advice questions.
Yeah.
So I tried to go through ones that would be like good for you to help answer.
Okay.
How do you post online without feeling like you're constantly comparing yourself to everyone else? I want to share more of my life, but I get stuck in my head thinking no one cares about this. What do you think?
Oh, gosh. I mean, I do it the same. It's so funny because, like, the more you rise and achieve your goals,
Yeah.
you will always find somebody who has achieved a little bit more than you that you can compare to.
Yeah.
Like, it is always easy to compare up. The thing that I try to do is I try to compare down. Like, if I had a house, if I'm trying to compare my house, I try to compare my house to a house that is not as nice, because you will always be able to find a house that is nicer. Always.
Right.
But it is healthier. You will have a better perspective, a better mindset if you are comparing yourself to other people. And so I'm also slow to compare myself to people who are much older than me, and I like try to compare myself to people who are younger, because I'm like, imagine how you would feel 5 years ago if you knew what you've done today.
Right. And when you going even a step further, compare yourself to you younger.
Yes.
You know, because I do this too. We all do it, where we compare ourselves. Oh, well, this person's booking this and this person's doing this.
Yeah.
But then I'm like, okay, well, 5 years ago, if I knew I had this studio, like,
Yes.
you know, it's almost going back to don't compare yourself to other people. Compare yourself to where you were, and to with the whole, do people care? Who cares if they care?
Who cares if they care?
If one person stumbles upon your stuff and likes it, then it's worth it.
Yeah, and I'm always in the mindset of like, your people are waiting to meet you.
Oh, I love that.
Like, they cannot wait to meet you. And you don't meet your people by trying to compete in other people's lanes.
Yeah.
Like, you're trying to rush so hard into somebody else's lane. Like, try to find your own lane. Like,
Yeah.
you are unique in your own way. Your people will find you in your own lane. They won't find you if you're trying to compete with other people and do their accomplishments and be in your their own lane.
You know how you were saying how like your daughter is planning to go to space, not dreaming of going to space. 15 years ago, I didn't know podcasts existed.
Yes.
You know, like I didn't know this was an option, but I posted online. I kept putting out there, and I'm now doing this. Like, I'm doing my own talk show. So it's like, just put it out there. Don't compare yourself. Don't worry about it. Don't care who's watching, because you may be setting up the steps for everything you want.
What, definitely. Exactly. Like, I think one of the biggest life lessons I've learned is that, like, failure is often a plot twist, because it sets you on a path that you never expected. Failure is a plot twist.
Can you say that line again?
Failure is a plot twist.
I love that. Yeah. I love that so much.
Well, because here's mine. Let me tell you my plot twist. So Emily's Wonder Lab got canceled, and it crushed me. It was something I had worked toward for like 7 years. It was my dream job, dream impact. I was reaching so many kids, especially girls, and it got canceled after a season. And I was lost. I was like, do I even have a career after this? Am I going to be able to make money after this? I was so lost. And then it also happened to be the pandemic. So I couldn't travel. I couldn't film. I couldn't do speeches, nothing. And so instead, TikTok was beginning to be a thing. I started making science experiment videos in my bathroom. And I just because my baby was asleep in the other room, my husband was in the living room, I had to like shut the door to the bathroom, and I make them on the floor. And I just made a video after video after video after video, because I was hungry and I was desperate. And all of a sudden, my viewership started to go up, my numbers, my subscribers, my followers started to go up. And fast forward a few years, and I had over 1 million followers on TikTok. I started building brand partnership relationships. And then when Blue Origin said there was a seat available on a flight, the only way somebody like me could afford to do it is if I had like 30 brand partners who would work with me to help secure it. And the only reason I had those brand partners lined up was because I started making TikTok videos. And the only reason I had those TikTok videos in place was because my show got canceled. So if my dream had not gotten canceled, I do not think that I would have gone to space.
That I love. Say the line one more time.
failure is just a plot twist.
It really, really is. And I'll take it, it's not even career, it could be with love. You know, I remember right before I met Dr. Piano Man, I dated this guy for a really short period of time. He sucked. And like, I don't even know why I got so upset that he sucked. Like, he sucked. He sucked from date one. Like, I knew this was not my guy. But I remember at one point, I had to end it because he just made me feel like crap. He would disappear. And I'm like, wait, what am I doing? Like, I was like jogging by the pier that's over there. That's like 2 blocks away. And I was on this pier and I just ended it. Like I told him like, we're done. And I blocked him on everything. And I remember just being like so upset.
Mad.
Yeah. I was like mad that I was letting a guy treat me that way because I know better. But 2, that like, I just like, you know, it felt like a failure again. Like here I'm on another date. I'm putting myself out there.
Wasted energy.
I also like showed him on social media. Like I built him up. I talked him up. And then again, I'm like coming back online like, hey guys, didn't work out
Just
again,
kidding.
you know. And I felt like such a failure. But little did I know that was the plot twist I needed because, well, then I went out with another guy and he saw me and ran away in the opposite direction. But that's another whole story. But
another plot twist.
there was a lot of twists.
A lot of twists and turns.
But then it led me to my person. And if I didn't have those failures, it wouldn't have got me there.
Yeah,
it wouldn't
exactly.
also like give me the tools to be in this strong relationship. Like all the failures are actually plot twists to get you exactly where you need to be.
Yeah.
I love it. All right. I've always dreamed about doing something wild, like being a singer on Broadway or starting a YouTube channel, but I got a regular office job and I need to pay my bills. How do you know when to take the leap versus when to stay grounded?
I mean, I wouldn't leave the full-time job until you are making basically equivalent money at your social media job. Because social media is such a risk that you don't want to jump ship before it's really secured in place.
Absolutely.
But you can do that in your spare time. There's so many people who do it in after hours, after work, who build that presence. But like, you really want to get those brand partnerships in place to make sure you have like a real salary before you jump ship, I think.
I went to college for acting, but like I then became a personal trainer, which was paying my bills. Like I wasn't acting. And then I became a stand-up, and I did stand-up and personal training and clerical work for like 2 years until the stand-up was like paying my bills, and I was canceling more and more on my personal training.
Yes.
And then one was like you really want to wait because you don't want in the arts to be fully relying on it because it's too stressful.
It's too stressful.
You
and
really
so
want to get to the point where it's like, even now, like I could do a brand partnership and then it'll hold me over for a couple of months, but I still sell journals online. I'm doing this Patreon.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you still have to
I have
hustle
like
as an
12
artist.
streams of income.
Yeah.
Because I never want to be relying on just one. I'm so nervous about that. And it's like, it really depends on if you have a safety net. Because most people don't.
Yeah.
Like they don't have the privilege of being like, let me just try this thing and see if I make money.
Yes. You just want to make sure that you're not giving up your day job until either the content creating is paying its way, or if you're okay doing 4 or 5 things. Like we both have like multiple sources of income so that we can do this. So we may look like everything's easy. It's not. So either wait till you have a few things lined up, but just know content creating, singing on Broadway, everyone who I know sings on Broadway also has a second job.
Yes, it's standard.
Yeah.
It's standard. There's not like one person decides, today I'm going to be famous.
Yeah.
This is going to be my full-time gig.
Yeah, and you know what? You watch all these like big movie stars, they're doing Instagram ads and they're doing commercials.
Yes, exactly.
That's their second, third, fourth income. Like, don't be fooled. Everyone's stressed.
Yeah, we're all doing a side hustle. Everybody is.
Yes. Oh my gosh, Emily, I love you so much. I adore you. You are just such a light. You are so entertaining. You're doing so much wonderful things. You're an astronaut. All right, so tell everyone where they should be following you, watching your videos, all of it.
Okay, thank you. So you can find me at thespacegal.com and everywhere on social at thespacegal.
And YouTube, are the shows
YouTube,
up?
yes. YouTube is Emily's Science Lab. So
are you still posting new videos?
Yep, new videos every week. A new experiment every single week.
Excellent. And you can, you just watched the science experiment, but also you could see a shortened version of it on both of our Instagram. So if you want to like share that with others.
Crazy.
I can't wait to find the good news that happens after you leave.
I know. Me too. I can't wait. Thank you so much.
I'll let you know in the closing thing what
caption.
happened.
Yeah, exactly.
Thank you so much for coming. That was so fun. Thank you, Emily, for joining us on Schall We Talk. Now, our new end segment with Patreon up and running, which I'm just so grateful for. If you want to become a Patreon and you see all the extra content, you can find the link in the description box. But one of the tiers is a producer tier. And if you're a producer tier, you get a shout out by Mama Schall. So let's call her so we can get our producer shout outs.
Hello.
Hi, Mom.
Hi.
You're on the pod.
Okay.
All right. So you ready for your shout outs?
Yes, I am. We want to thank all the patrons, and I want to give a shout out to those in the producer tier. Veronica, and I didn't see your last names, but you know who you are. Thomas Ives. Hi, I remember you. And of course, Dr. Piano Man. Thank you.
That was so good. That was so good, Mom.
Security didn't sign me up yet.
For Patreon?
Yes.
Mom, what do you want to be? Do you want to be
What?
You want to be a
What
producer?
tier do you want? There's four
I want-
tiers. Do you want me to pick? Do you want me to tell you? I can tell you why I tell everyone else. Okay, so there's the Schall's. That's $2, and that's where you get behind the scenes, like pictures and updates of what's going on in my life. Then there's the Schallers. That's $5, and that you get a weekly 5 to 10 minute video of behind the scenes of every episode, and plus more videos. And then the Schallettes, which is $20 a month. You get those everything you get from the first two tiers. Plus, at the end of the month, I go live just for the Schallettes. And then there's the producer tier. That's the big one where you are officially a producer of the podcast and you get a shout out from Mama Schall every month.
Well, I'm going to go for the third one because I already going to be shouting it out. So I don't want to shout out to myself.
And I'd like to give a shout out to me.
To me.
Okay, but now we know if you ever shout yourself out, we know you're scamming the system. All right, thanks, Mom. Love you.
Love you guys.
Bye. Thank you to our producer Patreons. Thank you to all our Patreons. And thank you guys at home for watching and laughing along. Make sure you subscribe, leave a nice comment, give a 5-star review, do all the things. And I'll see you next week where we have no clue what's going to happen. Not even me. Is that the phrase?
Neither do I. Neither do I.
Shall we talk, or can't you see? This is where you wanna be.